This is Prince Handley coming to you with 100,000 watts of pure love. I wanted to talk to you today about a verse, a promise that I have claimed many times and seen fantastic miracles through. It's Jeremiah chapter 33, verse 3, which says, "Call unto me, and I will answer you and show you great and mighty things you don't even know about." The first time I claimed that promise was way back in about 1967 or 68. I had received different cards with that verse on it, and I'd received a note from somebody with that verse on it. I think I received a book or a booklet with that verse on it, Jeremiah 33:3. The Lord had told me to take off and go cross country. I didn't have a car, and I had given my car back to the finance company, and they were very thankful. Matter of fact, years later, they cleared it out and didn't put it in on any bad record. But I had a new car, or I'd purchased new, and I just wanted to spend my time going to a seminary, theological seminary, graduate school. I already had my engineering degree, and I didn't want anything encumbering me, and I was renting a room for $3.33 a day. And I had to go down the hall to use the restroom, and I think I had to go on a different floor because the women were on one floor. But I was on the women's floor, but I had to use the restroom on another floor on the men's floor. Anyway, thought I'd straighten that out for you. Why, I was so ignorant that I packed 5 bags, and I was going to take them over a couple blocks, get on the Harbor Freeway in Los Angeles, and hitchhike to New York, because God had told me to go to New York and preach. Well, you know, God can bless your ignorance. I'm not talking about presumption, but there's some times when God just blesses us and he sees we want to do something. Well, 5 bags would have been a lot to hitchhike with. But anyway, I was walking down the street, left my $3.33 room to go for a walk, and I knew it was about time for me to go to New York, for there was a summer session between semesters in the seminary. And I took probably about a half a block walk in downtown Los Angeles, and all of a sudden I had this thought. I thought, you know, this verse I've been receiving from people in the mail, "Call unto me, I will answer you, I'll show you great and mighty things you don't know about." I thought, why don't I claim that and see what happens? So I said, "Father, I call upon your name, and I ask you to answer me and show me great and mighty things I don't know about. I need a ride to New York." Within 2 hours, brothers and sisters, I had a ride with 2 Jewish fellows, and we went all the way to Philadelphia. We made it there in 2.5 days. We would drive 2 hours, sleep 4 hours, and alternated that way between the 3 of us. But on the way there, I stopped in Springfield, Missouri, and I took them to a church. And we went to a meeting, or we would have made it faster than 2.5 days. When we got to Philadelphia, I led one of the Jewish fellows' brothers, 2 of his brothers, to Christ, to Messiah. And I stayed with their home with the parents, and the sister loaned us her convertible to go to New York. I preached to a bunch of Jews, wonderful Jewish people in Coney Island, New York. I came back across the country. I had some tremendous miracles I'll tell you about some other time. And I actually crossed paths with a real old lady, which I was able to find lots of materials from ancient rabbis, hundreds of years old, which now you can see on the website at www.realmiracles.com. If you click on Rabbinical Studies, you'll see those as a result of that trip. When I got back home, or back to the Los Angeles area, after being gone a few months, 2 or 3 months, what have you, why, a fellow who had told me not to go on that trip, he said, "God doesn't want you to go on that trip, it's foolish," later repented, and he said, "I'm sorry, I see that God did want you to go." That trip really built my faith, and there were many more miracles that happened, but I claimed the promise, "Call unto me, I will answer you, and I'll show you great and mighty things you don't know about." Claim that promise in your situation today, brothers and sisters. Believe God. He's not a liar. He will answer you. He will show you great things and mighty things that you don't even know about. I trust this will help you in that situation in your life today. Jesus loves you, and I do too. This is Prince Handley coming to you with 100,000 watts of pure love.